Greetings, my name is Louise Dente and I welcome you to yet another edition of Cultural Caravan on Stage. We're here at the New Federal Theater celebrating 49 seasons of excellence in Black theater. And we will be joined by the founder and executive producer, Mr. Woodie King Jr., and his exceptional group of talented artists, educators, as we explore how to succeed in theater. Are you ready? Well, I am. Let's go.
Hello, I'm here to tell you about our acting and our playwriting workshop. I think it's one of the best kept secrets in New York City. It's been going on 35 of our 48th season. The New Federal Theater has a unique history. That history is having turned out and worked with some of the finest actors in the business, some of the finest playwrights that are now working in the American theater. The best actors you can see on television almost every week, see in the major motion pictures. If you saw Black Panther, Chadwick Boseman worked with us. If you saw Fences, you saw Denzel Washington, who worked with us. These actors made indelible imprints on the American theater. And our job has always been to integrate minorities and women into the mainstream of American theater. In addition to these actors, we have playwrights like Sam Art Williams, Ron Milner, the late Amiri Baraka, Cassandra Medley. These are considered some of the finest playwrights in America. Now you're going to hear from our distinguished teachers. Our 48 years, we've had teachers like the late Gilbert Moses. We have teachers now like Charles Turner. We have teachers now like Arthur French. And these teachers, along with Michael Dinwiddie, who we hope will be here before the day is out, who could be a part of this, Lawrence Holder. These are masters. These are masters at what they do. And if you are interested in joining the New Federal Theater workshops to learn all about playwriting and acting, do call us. Do go online at www.newfederaltheater.com.
Hi, my name is Ajane Washington. I'm an actor, playwright, director, set designer, and the workshop coordinator here at New Federal Theater. New Federal Theater offers 3 classes: beginning acting, advanced acting, and playwriting. Our classes meet on Monday nights from 6 to 9 at Castillo Theater, 543 West 42nd Street, New York, New York. New Federal's classes begin in October and end in May, but we do have a break between December 17th and February the 4th. New Federal teachers are some professionals that are working constantly. We have teachers such as Alice Spivak, Arthur French, Charles Turner, Petronia Pele, Rosalind Coleman, Nora Cole, Mary Hodges, just to name a few. And you can check our website for their credits. Also, at the end of the year, we have a student showcase. And at that showcase, we present the works of our students, and we invite directors, agents, casting directors, producers, and family members. All of this is very affordable. Just check our website at newfederaltheater.com for more information. And now I will turn you over to our instructors.
Hi, I'm Rosalind Coleman Williams. I am an actress. I went to Howard University and Yale Drama School. I am a theater-trained actress with Broadway credits and film and television credits, and I'm also a very passionate educator. I teach all over the country. I work with all kinds of actors, A-list actors, and I've worked with Meryl Streep, Sam Jackson, all sorts of actors, whether I'm acting with them or sometimes coaching them, Viola Davis. And it's a real passion of mine to come here to New Federal Theater and work with actors who are at the very beginning of their career, first-time actors, people who've never acted before. It's really special to do it here in New York City, where I get to work with people who are come from all walks of life. I really enjoy that because people who are not necessarily in it just to become famous, they're just in it to really find their voice, to share themselves, to have fun. And I think that finding your creativity is part of being human. Finding your compassion is something that's really important. It's part of rounding yourself out as a person. So my job as an artist is to give back and help people do that, and help everyday people do that, and that's what I do here at New Federal Theater. So to come back later after I'd been on Broadway and August Wilson plays and movies and things, and to be invited by Woody to come and teach was a real honor. And I think that was over 10 years ago, I don't know how many years ago, but I just could never say no. So I came back, and in addition to teaching at universities and coaching on set and directing, I always come here and teach every year. If you do decide to come and take basic acting at New Federal Theater and you come and work with me, what you're gonna do is work on your instrument. So you work on your voice, your heart and your soul, your body, and your diction, and get your whole instrument ready to put on a play. That's what we do together. And I think it's really important for actors who are just starting out to learn how to play together, to listen to each other, to work together. We do an ensemble piece. That means that all the actors stay on the stage the whole time. You will memorize something. You will also create it from scratch. So I like to do found work. It's not going to be something that, a play that already exists in the world. It's going to be a play that we create as a group together. It's going to be a play that we decide is important to us, something that we want to say in the world. Some of the plays that we've created together have been the re-election of Barack Obama. It was so empowering to see the actors, first-time actors, put that on their feet and to share it with their friends and family. They didn't believe that a play could happen. It takes about 5 weeks for us to put a play together. They didn't believe that it could happen, but it did. I always know it will, and it always seems like it won't happen, but it always comes together. If you have the courage to come and work hard and show up, you will be in a play, and I think it's really special to find out what's important to you and to share it with the world.
Hi, my name is Alice Spivak. I've been teaching acting professionally for over 50 years. I've been an actress for also more than that. Those many years I've been a director, and I've been teaching film directing at NYU, at Columbia. And with all of that experience, I still feel it is an absolute privilege to be teaching at the New Federal Theater. It was Billy Allen and Ruby Dee who absolutely introduced me to Woodie King Jr. and said that I should probably join the faculty here, which I was thrilled to do. At this point, I'm teaching at the beginning our advanced classes for about 3 weeks, and then other wonderful teachers like Charles Turner and I believe Arthur French and maybe Petronia Paley will be taking on the classes from there on. What I do when I start is I start out kind of giving you a really good, simple approach and format to what acting is, which is, if you want to bring it down to a simple statement, it's building a character, it's becoming somebody else. And the joy of it and the craft of it has never left me, and I hope I bring that to the students. I hope I never stop working with the New Federal Theater, which is a place where it is welcome to people from all walks of life, all ages, all people who have the desire and the skill, want the skill to do it. The desire to act in itself is almost an obsession with a lot of people, including myself, and that's what I maintain. I want to keep up that inspiration to be an actor, which is a very honorable craft and a difficult one, and one can never be guaranteed that you'd be able to continue and make a living, but you just don't want to stop if you are an actor. So I'm teaching actors, and actors who come into the New Federal Theater will get the benefit of my joy of it and my desire to impart any information I've gotten through all the media. I teach for the theater, but I think that's the only place you really can teach acting. But I certainly discuss film and television because I've done a lot of work in those media as well. And I train people to understand what the step is from the theater to television and to film. If you start with television and film, you probably won't be able to do theater. If you start with theater, you can do theater, television, and film. And you can compete more with people who have trained in, for instance, England. They have a great discipline. We have to constantly compete with them, and their discipline is the theater, and that's what I promote. The theater. For all of you who come to the New Federal Theater, that's what you're going to hear about, the theater.
I'm Cassandra Medley. I'm a playwright. I teach playwriting for the New Federal Theater. I'm one of several playwrights who teach for the New Federal Theater. The New Federal Theater is distinguished by the fact that our staff and our faculty are very, very experienced. Myself, I've had over 35, maybe even 40 years now of being a playwright. I've worked with the New Federal for over 30 of those years. I've had tons of playwriting readings, and I've had productions, and at one point New Federal has often promoted my plays. One play we tried to get to Broadway, and so I have a lot of experience with Woodie and working as a playwright. Playwriting, what is it? It's a special form of writing because you have to write for a public audience, an audience that's confined in a public space, and you have to hold their attention for as long as the play unfolds. And it can be a very tough craft to learn. I've practiced the craft for all these years, and I've had my success in the craft, and I am very happy to carry that to my students in the workshops. So in the workshops here at New Federal, they're very open, they're very flexible. You have several very experienced playwriting teachers who you can work with. We work with you on a very individualized basis. We all have different styles and ways of working, so the advantage is you learn various aspects of writing a play, and we are able to work with all levels of experience, from very beginners to people who have already had some production experience. For my classes, I am usually one of the first teachers that the class encounters at the beginning of the year, because my role is to prepare you by giving you special exercises that help develop character, that help develop story. And in that process, you get ready for the next teacher. So I'm working with you to develop characters that you really want to write, characters who you feel passionate about, and characters who can have depth of character, characters who actors will be excited to work on. It's been wonderful to see students develop from really beginning work and then to see their readings of their plays eventually, and in some cases their productions. It's very exciting. My other goal in my classes is always to provide a safe environment where we can trust each other, where we can have a class community, we can take risks. You're not afraid of failing. I believe that failure is basically not. I believe in Miles Davis's quote that there are no mistakes. It's only a draft after a draft after a draft of raw material. As the material begins to realize itself, and as you begin to discover your characters, your story. So it's exciting working here. I love my colleagues. You're going to feel really safe and eager to write. And that's the purpose of the courses in the playwriting end of our theater institute here at New Federal Theater. So come and join us. We're looking forward to having you, and I'll be looking forward to meeting you.
Greetings, I'm Rabeen Nickens, your host at the 24th Annual African Film Festival here at Lincoln Center. We are joined here today by many luminaries in the film industry from all around the world, from the continent, the Caribbean, North America, as well as many other places amongst the diaspora. So get ready for a wonderful adventure. I'm the mad woman who decided to start this organization. Okay. I'm not premiering a film. I work on behalf of the filmmakers.
Well, the relevance of the festival, or the seventh art for that matter, is that, we come from an oral tradition, and the seventh art is the griot. It plays the role of the griot. It's preserving our history, our legacy, and it is also giving us a face and a voice through the creators, the artists, who are telling our stories, because for so long, images of Africa and people of African descent were, starting with photography, were images we did not control. There was always a voiceover. So here we have now this body of work, starting with the ascent of Ousmane Sembène, you would say, right? And, whether it's good or bad, we're telling those stories. And this setting, the festival itself, there's nothing that beats a communal setting of people coming together and, elbowing each other to disagree, but also laughing in celebration of a common, heritage, or finding their commonality.
Hi, my name is Akim Motosho. My film is called Vaya. It's the opening night film at the festival, so it's a real honor to be here to showcase the film. The film is about three strangers who get on a train from Durban to Johannesburg. They never meet, but their stories intertwine.
Really quickly, what does it mean for you to have it here at the African Film Festival?
It means everything to have it here. 24 years, I'm being a big fan of this festival, so to open it is great.
Okay.
Singakhuluma ngalokhu nalokuya ngoba sikhe ekhaya. Singakhuluma ukuthi indoda iyagwazwa lapha. Igwazelwe nje 5 rand kuphela.
We're here joined by Ekwa Nsangi at the Cultural Caravan. Welcome, Ekwa.
Thank you.
Can you tell us a little bit more about your film and what inspired you to make it?
Yes, my film has to do with immigration, and it's a kind of a sad love story about a man who, on the morning that he's being joined by his family after several years of exile, he has to say goodbye to his lover, who's kind of kept him going all this time. So kind of looking at some of the issues that immigrants have to face, African immigrants, but other immigrants as well.
Where is it set again?
It's set in New York.
In New York, okay.
Yeah.
And it's interesting because we're seeing a lot of films set here in the United States, although it is the African Film Festival. So what is the significance of actually having this film that's set in New York here at the African Film Festival for
Oh,
you?
it's wonderful. I mean, the African Film Festival is home for me. I've been involved and a big fan of this festival for over 15 years at this point, and it's kind of like getting your family's approval before going out into the world. That's what it's like for me.
Well, preliminarily, the Cultural Caravan family approves, and thanks you for sharing the story. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We are here at Cultural Caravan TV with Mariam Diallo. Welcome to the Cultural Caravan.
Thank you very much.
Can you tell us a little bit more about your involvement in the African Film Festival today?
Yes, my short film sketch will actually be showing on Monday, May 8th as part of the short film program, New York Shorts. So my film will be here on the 8th, but I'm really excited to come and see Vaya tonight.
Yes, I am too. We all are. But tell us a little bit more about your film.
So my film is, I filmed it last summer, in August. It's a short film that follows a police sketch artist who basically believes that he stumbled upon the suspect that he drew in one of his sketches, and the plot sort of evolves from there. And it kind of takes a look at the aesthetics of racial profiling, the steps that lead one person to presume guilt in another person, and the repercussions that can arise out of that.
And where is it set?
It's set in New York City.
New York City, okay. And it's very interesting because you think in the African Film Festival that we're only talking about the continent, but we're talking about the diaspora too. I mean, besides some of the obvious things that are going on in society today, what actually inspired you to make this film in this way?
Well, you know, the whole concept, obviously for everyone in the nation right now, police brutality and racial profiling are very huge issues. It's also sort of a personal matter to me because I grew up in New York and my last name is Diallo. When I was a kid, as everyone remembers, there's a really famous case of police violence against a Senegalese immigrant named Amadou Diallo, and that left a really deep impression on me, and it's always been something that has lingered. And I think with this film I was trying to work out my feelings on it. Although we weren't related, we're both part of the Senegalese community, and it was a very impactful moment for me.
Thank you so much for sharing that with us. I can't wait for the rest of the audience to take it all in.
I know, I'm really excited.
Yes, thank you.
Thanks a lot.
We are honored to be with Leon, Cultural Caravan TV at the African Film Festival. Leon, welcome.
It's nice to be here. I'm glad I can be here. It's always important for me to be here to try to, spread some of the love.
Mm-hmm. So I heard that although you don't have a project, you are here as an invited participant and you've come to actually see these films. What exactly drew you to the African Film Festival in particular?
Well, other than the fact that my roots, like all of our roots, are African, I also happen to be a very close personal friend of Mahan, who is the director of the festival. And my lady is on the board of the festival. So they have encouraged me always to come and participate, and hopefully even next year I may have a film here.
Wonderful. And is there something that you feel like really distinguishes this from some of the other many events that I know that you go to?
Well, yeah, of course, because it's about us. It's about us from the continent of Africa to here and everything in between. And so our stories are so diverse and unrepresented in normal pop culture that a festival like this is important.
Well, I hope you've enjoyed this broadcast, and we continue to encourage you to tune in, to write, and to tell a friend. And please visit us at www.ccptv.org. But until next time, Louise Dente saying thank you.